Hi, Braves. Today we have a great interview with Mike Badami, the producer that been in the industry for 15, 17 years.
Yeah, somewhere
So I'm going to let you introduce yourself and whatever you want to talk about, you can talk.
So I went to Granite Hills High School, and I also went to El Cap. I switched halfway through high schools. So I graduated, but I graduated from Granite Hills. And I went to San Diego State University, and I majored in film, television, and radio production. And I got out of San Diego State in took me about 4.5 years to get out of college, because that's a really hard major. You have to do a lot of outside projects, making films, just what you guys are doing now. Got to do it in college. And back then there was nothing.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have video. It was all film, like cutting
just
film.
cutting film.
I don't know if you've ever even heard of that, dude.
No.
But it used to be
not that much.
It used to be film cameras where film would go through a camera. So I went to Granite Hills High School and graduated, went to San Diego State University, majored in film, television, and radio production. I got out of there and went to LA, where I interned for a year and a half at a company called ASCAP that was like a music business royalty tracking kind of bank for the music business. So I became an intern there, and then I got a job being an executive there, and my job was to sign bands up to ASCAP. So suddenly I was able to chase bands and go to clubs at night. So I did that and got lucky and found some bands during that time that ended up doing well. And so I ended up getting a job at a new company that was starting, and I became a music publisher. So I was a music publisher in LA for about 6 years at a new company called DreamWorks that was just starting at that time. So I was one of the first of 200 employees at that new company. So I got to be in that for about the first 6 years of DreamWorks, and it was amazing and crazy. And then our publishing company was sold to a hedge fund. So it was very different than working for the people that I worked with at DreamWorks. They were all hippies and very cool and real music and creative people. And suddenly it was a hedge fund in New York that owned us. And I did that for about a year and a half, and I left. And I really wanted to get out of the business at that point, because I was pretty burned out on, I was 36 or 37. And I wanted to do what I went to school for and do media production. So I went to San Diego and started a video production company. And we ended up doing Sharp Healthcare as our main client for about 10 years, shooting all kinds of amazing medical stories and surgeries and all kinds of stuff. And I stopped doing that about 3 years ago and started doing what I'm doing now, which is a YouTube show called Nicole Johnson's Detour. That's a motorsports YouTube show.
Oh,
and I'm still doing some client stuff and working, but the YouTube show is really eating up my life. Takes up a lot of time.
So, what year were you born?
I was born in 1967.
1960. Damn, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
So, okay, how do you see this generation from your old generation? Did it improve? Did it got better from let's say technology, or did it how do you think the people got to? How?
The technology is way better now. Dude, when I went to film school, it was so hard. It was real film. And we had to cut real film and have it developed in LA. Yeah. And I mean, it was just now, what you can do with your iPhone would cost me $100,000 in 1985. You have to have Panavision cameras and real stuff. Now anybody can do anything.
Yeah.
In music and in film and all this, it's just and AI, forget it.
Yeah, it's great. It's just
you can do whatever you want.
It's great how they got the AI so good to the point that people can do whatever they want.
Yeah, and it'll be crazy a year from now. It's going so fast. There's stuff happening now that 3 months ago was now it's every 3 months, and every 90 days it's something mind blowing.
It's great. It's just great that
CapCut's crazy. The AI on CapCut, AI, all that stuff's crazy.
Yeah, it's great.
It's easy.
Great. It's really it's just one click, and that's it.
Yeah,
you got yourself a whole thingy that people don't know about it.
Yeah, if you can do keyframes, you can pretty much do anything.
Yeah. On I saw that on CapCut. You can do on Premiere Pro.
Yeah,
it's through a website.
Yeah.
You can do that. Like they will add, like they will cut it for you and do they will add keyframes and all that. That's really cool.
So it's better now.
It's better.
So everything's easier.
Yeah.
Being at your age now is just way better in media. You can do whatever you want with no money. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, with no money, like free.
And it can look good.
Mm.
It can look nice. So like if you know how to shoot, it's really cool.
So what is the difference of like the old generation and the new generation? Like how they thinking and how like people change, and like what do you think about all those stuff, like about the old generation and the new generation? Like,
It's hard for me to like find people who are really have the focus and the drive and the talent like that are under 35 years old. I'm being serious. Like it's a different time. Like people are scattered and just it's hard to find. If you gotta be focused, you have to be responsible. You have to like be a type A person. You got to be on your game, or you just can't make it in this business working on real crews. You can't be late. You can't. It just like, and to find young kids who are like that. If you're a young kid, coming out of and into this media business, and you're responsible and you know what you're doing, you're gonna work forever. Just learn from the right people and show up and take responsibility and have good constitution and be honest. And work hard. First one there, last one to leave, and just grind, and you'll get there.
That's great.
Yeah.
So what's your advice for people?
I would say just work really hard. Be the first one there and the last one to leave. Be honest. Don't lie to people. It might take you longer to do the right thing, but it's worth it. And have constitution and integrity and a backbone, and don't be afraid to fight for the things that you believe creatively. And always, just to try to do the right thing. Try to be a good person. So I think that goes a long way. There's not a lot of people like that in media and entertainment. So if you're just a real straight up person who's a straight shooter and doesn't, screw anybody over, doesn't deserve it, you're going to do okay.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for that advice. That's a great advice. So thank you. It was great to have you, and it was really great.
You're doing great things.
Thank you so much.
A lot of people are talking about you.
Thank you.
And you're doing great things. And I think having you in this program for another 2 years, we're very lucky. I'm not trying to make you feel good. So you just got to keep grinding, dude. Because your channel on YouTube, you're blowing me away. You have more views than we do. You're killing me. And I love it. So, yeah, I'm not trying to make you feel good, but it's guys like you are running things.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yep. Thanks.